Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you this MaxLite 85watt HighMount Area Light CFL. Now, one of the first things you'll notice on this packaging is it replaces a 250 watt mercury vapor bulb. Now, that's kind of wrong advertising, as this bulb does not run directly from the mercury vapor ballast. It is actually a 120 volt bulb, so you can run it directly from your regular household voltage. So they kind of have the wrong advertising going here, but that's fine, as being run on 120 is a bit better than having to find a ballast if you don't have one to run this bulb. Anyway, as you may remember, I have a video up on my channel of the warm white version of this bulb, but the daylight version finally went on clearance and I decided to pick one of these up as well. So here we have the front of the packaging, which we already kind of looked at. We can see they're advertising the area light where they think that this would be used. Down here we can see some more information about the bulb, and as you can see right there on the bulb itself, it is 120 volt. So here on the other side we have some more information, and on the back it's pretty much the same thing as the front, and the other side looks to be about the same as well. Here you have the bottom, nothing special there. And the top of the packaging has the same information as the rest of the box. So we will open this up. It comes in this very nice styrofoam packaging to keep the bulb safe. You fold it open, and here we have the bulb itself. There's another styrofoam thing in the middle to help protect it. And I'll just take all this and put it right back in the box. Now this is the exact same bulb as the warm white version, except this one has daylight. Another thing you'll notice is that there's also this thermal sticker on here, which I don't really know how it works. I think the white must turn a different color when it reaches the temperature on the sticker there. Anyway, here on the front we can see information about the bulb. Once again, you can see it's 120 volt and not whatever voltage the 250 watt mercury vapor ballast puts out, so it's actually better to be 120. 85 watt, you can see it's 50-60 hertz, and 5000 Kelvin. On the back, we have some warning information, of course, and this is probably a date code, but I don't really know how to decode that, so we'll just leave it as that. You can see we have 5 U-tube type shape fluorescent tubes there, all kind of welded together, of course. I always like this design better than the swirly CFLs. So before we turn this thing on, we'll compare it to some other sizes that you'd probably find used with this bulb, like grow lighting. Here's a 200 watt equivalent bulb. This one is also daylight. We'll put it down there so you can see a size difference. We have a 250 watt high pressure sodium bulb, so you can see size difference there as well. And of course we have a 1000 watt high pressure sodium bulb. So put all those down there so that you can see some of the differences in its length here. We'll move these off to the side, and let's just measure it to give you an idea if you're going to make a housing for this bulb or something similar. We get about 10.5 inches there. That's including the base here. Of course, you need to account for whatever socket you are using, but that's the length of the bulb. They do have very nice ventilation here, very nice heat sink to keep the bulb cool while operating. So, without further ado, we will screw this bulb into the socket here. I don't know if the socket is on or not, can't remember, so we'll find out. Guess not. So let's turn that switch on to turn on the power here, and then we'll turn our main lights off. Well, let's turn this big guy on for the first time. Now, it seems to have a good amount of mercury in it because it has a very nice start. It's not really dim like some of the others. This guy's really dim when he starts up. This one has a good amount in it, but of course this is a higher power CFL as well, so it's going to be brighter when it starts, of course. But you can still see over here it hasn't warmed up all the way. So you can look down there and just appreciate how cool this looks. Pretty neat. Got a little defect in the glass there. That's okay. They do have these very nice supports up here to help keep the bulb from, being pushed or squeezed or anything that might harm it from being, hurt. I just touched where one of the electrodes is. Where's that? It's so bright I can't really see where it starts and ends. Must be down here. They are. That's really hot. It's starting to get warm too. Very warm to the touch. We pretty much are at full brightness now. Just have to wait for this tube to get warmed up. And it's starting to get there. So it doesn't take too long. It's starting to get quite warm. You can see that little sensor there isn't doing anything. The warm white version doesn't have that sticker on it. Probably was an afterthought. So that's warming up. We'll put it above the camera here. Probably be good for camera lighting as well. We'll put these bulbs back in the picture so you can see it light something up at least. It has very good color. So there you can see it lighting up these bulbs, and I'll just try to hide it behind my back here. And we have some halogen lighting it up, so you can see a color difference there. You can see it's really bright because it's like shining behind my back here, and it's lighting it everything up quite nice. So it's at full brightness now. None of the tubes need to be warmed up, and it is very nice and bright. I don't know what it would be equivalent to. Definitely a little over a 300 watt bulb, maybe 400 or 500 or something. But very nice and bright. It doesn't really hurt your eyes too much, but I don't know why you'd be staring at it. There's something rattling around in there. Don't know what that is. Not too worried about it, as it works just fine. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video of my MaxLite 85 watt HighMount daylight CFL bulb. Also, please comment, rate, subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.